KURINJI Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
KURINJI Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, so in this video now we are going to discuss regarding transgenic animals. Now transgenic animals information, now let us see. So this one, so those who are writing, those who are going to write public examinations, so those who are going to the public examinations, so definitely this explanation is important for 5 marks, okay. And those who are writing for those who are going to write NEET examinations, so this concept is very important, so try to listen carefully. Now information is on transgenic animals. Now let us see. So animals that have had their manipulated, so to possess and express an extra gene known as transgenic animals. So here in previous video easy explanation I have given. Now this definition I have taken from the textbook directly. So means, so there what is information? Animals that have had their manipulated to possess and to express an extra foreign gene. Okay ma, so means, so suppose animals we have been prepared, so to consist of, to possess and to express what are the genes we have been incorporated into the animals, no, so such kind of genes only will be expressed or such kind of genes are present in the animals. Suppose if the animals, listen carefully ma, suppose if animals consist of our, okay, consist of our foreign gene or extra gene, okay, foreign gene or extra gene. So what are the animals consist of our foreign gene or extra gene? So such kind of organisms, so simply we will be calling as a transgenic animals. So previous point also we have previously this point we learned. Next one, so 95% of the all existing transgenic animals are mice. So one more time, so 95% of all existing transgenic animals are mice. So don't forget mice, 95% of transgenic animals are there in mice. Next one, some of the important uses of transgenic animals. Now let us see. So important uses of transgenic animals. So sir, what are the important points are there, sir? Means, so there are mainly, so textbook concerned, there are 5 different types of important uses are there. So let us see one by one. First one is normal physiology and development. Amma try to understand important. So normal physiology and development concerned. So by using of transgenic animals, one more time you see there, transgenic animals allow scientists. So means the transgenic animals allow the scientists to study the regulation of genes. Okay, means here scientists very easily they can study about the regulation of genes in transgenic animals, and so they can study what the effect on the normal body functions. So how these transgenic animals shows the effect on the normal body functions. Okay, means here some kind of genes, suppose if you incorporate, suppose the transgenic animals are nothing but, suppose if the animals consist or possess of foreign gene, so such kind of animals only we are calling as transgenic animals. So these transgenic animals allow the scientists to study the regulation of genes and the effect of normal body functions. Means how these normal, suppose if you take these kind of foreign genes, so what is the effect we can be seen, or what are the main important effects we can be seen on the normal body functions and development. Okay, for example, study of complex functions involves in the growth. Okay, now let us go, let us study about the, so study of complex functions involves in the growth, okay, such as insulin like growth factors. What is that? Insulin like growth factors. So for example, IG1, insulin growth factors, IGF-1 and IGF-2. So means here, so we can study about the growth factors. Okay, so means here while studying of growth factors, so what is the importance or how these are all helps or responsible to the growth. Likewise, very easily we can study by using of these transgenic animals. Next one, by introducing these genes, introducing genes from other species and that alter the function of these factors. Means here in this particular case we are incorporate or we will incorporate which one, foreign genes into the another organisms or another species. So thereby what will be happen now, that alters the function of the factors. So definitely here the what are the factors are there? No, definitely all these factors are going to be altered. Okay, next one, biological aspects of the growth. Biological aspects of the growth, and next one, effect of these factors on the growth are studied. Means here when we are going to introduce foreign genes into the another species, that alters the function of the factors. So definitely, so what are the factors we have seen? Definitely the functions of these factors will be altered. Next one, biological aspects of the growth. So definitely biological aspects of the growth also will be changed or we can be studied. Next one, effects of these factors on the growth. So effect, so what are the factors effect will be there on the growth, everything we can be studied. So when, suppose if you use transgenic animals, so here the what are the factors or what are these factors help in growth, or suppose if you use transgenic animals, so what are the things we can be seen, everything. So here the normal physiology and development, so definitely we can be studied if you use transgenic animals. So here just one point I am going to explain. So suppose if you use transgenic animals, so because of the presence of foreign genes in the organisms, so very easily we can study about the growth of that particular organism. So that is the thing. So normal physiology as well as development. Next one, study of diseases. So this point, this explanation is important. Listen carefully. Now transgenic animals are used to study how genes take part in the development of a disease. Okay, one more time. Transgenic animals are used to study how genes takes part in the development of disease. Okay, means here transgenic animals consist of foreign genes. So because of the presence of the foreign genes in animals, these animals we are calling as transgenic animals. So these genes definitely take part in the development of diseases. So definitely, so these genes responsible to the development of the diseases. So thereby transgenic animals are also being used as models for human diseases. Amma, did you understand? These transgenic animals also we are using as models of human diseases, so that investigation of new treatments, so for diseases, is made possible. Means here when we are going to, when we are using these transgenic animals as models for human diseases, so in the future if you would like to find out or if you would like to give the new treatment, okay, if you would like to investigation or if you are doing investigation on new treatments, okay, for these diseases, definitely we can be done by using of these transgenic animals. Why? Because these transgenic animals can act as models, okay, for human diseases. So thereby if you would like to study about any particular disease, definitely their models will be there, means transgenic animals will be there. So by seeing those characters, okay, we can get confirmation. So thereby we can start our investigation. So thereby definitely we can obtain which one new treatments for such kind of diseases. Why? Because so here I told you one point. So here what are the foreign genes we are incorporating into the animals? No, these are all responsible to the developing of diseases. Sorry, then suppose if any particular organism suffers from a disease, then why is there creation of a transgenic animal? So don't think like that. Transgenic animals here we have created, so thereby, so here we can use different types of purposes concerned. So thereby what is the point? When we are going to use these transgenic animals, very easily there we can see the development of disease. Suppose if the development of disease if we are observing in that transgenic animals, later, so what we can do is we can study that particular disease. So thereby we can start to give the new treatment for that particular disease. Am a point you understood or not? So means thereby, one example, either one particular cancer or AIDS patient is there. Okay, for example, you try to understand. Suppose persons means a transgenic or AIDS person or cancer person. So suppose if you are unable to get, so to study them, so at the time where you will study, so what are the characters or what are the characteristics of cancer patient or what are the characteristics of AIDS patient? So how you can understand? So how you can understand? No, so by using of these transgenic animals. Why? Because these transgenic animals already acting as models for human diseases. So by using of such kind of transgenic animals, definitely you can study. So thereby when you will get the knowledge of on that particular disease, no, you can start investigation for the treatment. So thereby definitely, so we can find new treatment for such kind of diseases. So means everything is possible. It means the treatment for the new diseases is made possible if you create these transgenic animals. This is one sided. Now continuation you try to see there. Today transgenic models exist for more human diseases. Once you see that transgenic animal or transgenic models we have for so many kind of human diseases. So what are those? So for example, for study of cancer we have transgenic animal model. Next one cystic fibrosis concern. Next one rheumatoid arthritis. Spelling RHEUMATOID. One more time, RHEUMATOID. Arthritis, ARTHRITIS, rheumatoid arthritis. Next one Alzheimer's, ALZHEIMERS, Alzheimer's, rheumatoid arthritis, cancer and cystic fibrosis. Means here these are all names also it seems to be like very tough at the time, no, for study of characteristics point of view. So suppose if you would like to study about the cystic fibrosis disease, means so there, suppose if the person suffering from the cystic fibrosis must come in front of you, so then only you can study. Until that you have to wait. Okay, but here suppose if you have transgenic animals or the transgenic models with you, definitely you can go to the lab by using of these transgenic animals model. So definitely you can study about the particular disease. Are you getting? So thereby here what is the thing? Suppose by creation of transgenic animals, so there definitely because of the presence of some kind of foreign genes, so definitely develop the disease. So when that particular disease is developed in the organism, definitely we can study about that particular characteristics of that particular disease. So thereby you will get the knowledge on that particular disease. So when you will get the knowledge on that particular disease, now you can start to give the new treatment for that disease. Amma, did you understand? So try to listen carefully. Technically you try to understand, then only you can understand this one. So now two side headings we have been completed. One is normal physiology and development, and second one is study of diseases. Now let us study regarding third one. So their biological products. Now biological products point of view, medicines required. Medicines required to treat certain human diseases. One more time you see, medicines required to treat certain human diseases. so can contain biological products. Means here medicines containing of biological products. So what are the medicines containing of biological products? No, so such kind of medicine definitely are required for the treating of certain human diseases. So now here the medicines consist of biological products. Okay, but such products are often very expensive to make. So biological products means, so definitely here now only we are studying that particular products are often very expensive to make. So means in order to preparation or the synthesis or the produce of these kind of biological products are very hard, very expensive. So we need to give a lot of money, or we have to concentrate, we have to maintain patience. So very expensive to make. Next one, these transgenic animals that produce useful biological products can be created by the introducing of the portion of DNA or genes which codes for the particular product, such as, once you see that one up to here, let us see. So means if under biological products, now if you are concentrating on or if you are giving importance to the which one, if you are giving importance to the transgenic animals, again into the transgenic animals, now we are going to introduce one portion of DNA or one foreign DNA we are introducing. So what is the foreign DNA importance? Means that particular DNA helps to the preparation of biological products. Once you see that transgenic animals that produce useful biological products. How this transgenic animal can produce biological products? If you create or if you introduce a portion of DNA or genes which codes for a particular product. Means here we are going to introduce a portion of DNA or one foreign DNA we are introducing it into the animals. So by introducing of these foreign DNA into the animals, so normal animals are becoming as transgenic animals, and now these transgenic animals producing biological products. Point you understood or not? So these biological products are definitely, sir, what are the biological products are there? Means now come to the next line. Once you see there, for example, human protein. A particular product such as human protein name alpha-1 antitrypsin. One more time you try to say along with me. Human protein name is alpha-1 antitrypsin, used to treat. Sir, then what is the use, sir? Why we have produced this human protein or alpha-1 antitrypsin means use so this particular alpha-1 antitrypsin we can use to treat emphysema disease. Don't forget, NEET examination point of view important. Means human protein name alpha-1 antitrypsin helps to treat emphysema disease. This particular process only we are calling as molecular farming, 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 molecular farming or molecular harvesting. Okay, so means here definitely alpha-1 antitrypsin here we can be used. Alpha-1 antitrypsin here we can be used to treat the emphysema. So because of the, so here this particular alpha-1 antitrypsin we can use to treat the emphysema. This particular process only we are calling as molecular farming or molecular harvesting. Okay, sir, this one only human protein, that is alpha-1 antitrypsin only is there, sir, or still is a few more products also are there, sir? Means once you see there, so we can find a few more products. For example, similar attempts are being made to treat phenylketonuria. Okay, one more time you see there, similar attempts are being made, means still we are preparing. Okay, means we prepared. So for the treatment of phenylketonuria, simply PKU, phenylketonuria. So simply we can be taken as PKU and cystic fibrosis. So means for the curing of for the treatment of phenylketonuria and for the curing of cystic fibrosis. So these kind of biological products only we are producing in where in transgenic animals. Try to understand this one. But so what are the biological products here we have used or we are using for the treating of phenylketonuria and cystic fibrosis? We didn't learn. Try to listen carefully. But what are the chemicals here we have used? We don't know. But just simply we are learning. But for the treating of emphysema, human protein is there. Human protein name is alpha 1 antitrypsin. So this human protein or alpha 1 antitrypsin we can be taken as examples of or the example of biological product. Next one, let us move forward. In 1997, first transgenic cow. One more time, in 1997, first transgenic cow, name also important, Rosie, R-Y-S-I-E. So this is the first transgenic cow. What is the importance of this particular cow? Rosie sir means produced human protein enriched milk. Human protein enriched milk we have been produced from this Rosie cow. Okay, so now then, sir, what is the importance of this human protein means? In the next line I will give you, but let us continue to study this one. First transgenic cow name is Rosie, produced human protein enriched milk. So there, what is the importance of this particular milk? No, so there 2.4 grams per liter is present. Means human protein per liter 2.4 grams we can be seen. This is important NEET examination point of view. In 1 liter of cow milk, so this particular human protein, how many grams we are observing? 2.4 grams per liter. Sir, 2.4 grams of human protein is greater, sir, means absolutely it is a great. Okay, so human protein enriched milk we are obtaining from a cow Rosie. So there in 1 liter of Rosie cow milk we are obtaining 2.4 grams of human protein enriched milk. Now then, what is the name of this particular human protein, sir, means? Now once you see there, the milk contained human alpha lactalbumin. So this is the name of the one biological product which has or which is obtained from the transgenic cow Rosie. One more time, the milk contained the human alpha lactalbumin. The milk contained the human alpha lactalbumin and was nutritionally more balanced product for the human babies than the natural cow milk. That is the importance. Once you see there, this particular milk contained the human alpha lactalbumin. One more time you try to say along with me, human alpha lactalbumin. One more time, human alpha lactalbumin, this biological product, so it is nutritionally more balanced product for human babies. So small kids, so definitely we can give this milk to small kids. So this milk definitely, which one? So consists of human protein more and more. So when compared to the normal cow milk, no, it is a very nutritional. Try to save these points in your mind. Next one, vaccine safety. Let us move on to the next slide heading. Vaccine safety. Now vaccine safety concern, transgenic mice. Let me ask one question. What is the percentage of transgenic mice over there? 95%. Don't forget, right. Now transgenic mice are being developed for use in testing the safety of vaccines. Now fourth one, vaccines safety. There transgenic mice are being developed. So transgenic mice definitely are being developed for use in testing the safety of vaccines. So before they are used on humans, is English only I have written, so you can understand that one. One more time you see there, transgenic mice are being developed for use in testing the safety of vaccines before they are used on the humans. So we can understand what is that. So definitely these transgenic mice we are using for the testing of vaccines or for the observation of safety. Safety and testing of vaccines. So first of all, suppose if you create or if you produce any kind of vaccines, so first of all we need to test. So what is the safety of these vaccines? So means when you are going to check this particular test as well as safety, directly we should not keep or we should not test on human beings. You must work on the or you must test on the transgenic mice. Don't forget this one. So next one, these transgenic mice are being used to test the safety of the polio vaccine. So here the transgenic mice are being used. So here the being used for the safety of or for the testing of the safety of polio vaccine. Easy English only. Next one, if the successful if successful and found to be reliable. Which one? Suppose if this particular vaccine, if it is successful and found to be reliable. Okay, suppose if it is successful and found to be reliable, then at the time what they will do? They could replace the use of monkeys. Now at the time, no, they could found or they could replace the use of monkeys to test the safety of the batches of the vaccine. So at the time, first of all, transgenic mice, later they replace of the use of monkeys later. So that time also, suppose if you find good information or good result means, so definitely later in a further step, no, so definitely they will inject onto the human beings. So means first of all, vaccines safety. So vaccines safety definitely we can test by using of transgenic mice. Suppose if you get success on or in transgenic mice, no, later we can replace the use of monkeys and to test the safety of batches of the vaccine. Why? Because as per the subject, so here the monkeys as well as the human beings has same like evolutionary phenomenon only, no. So thereby definitely, suppose if the vaccine is succeeded in monkeys, so definitely in the next step, no, definitely they will test the vaccine's safety in human beings. So likewise we can be seen some more information related to the vaccine's safety. Next one, fifth one concerned, fifth one side heading is chemical safety testing. Okay, chemical safety testing, it is known as toxicity or safety testing. One more time, it is known as toxicity or safety testing. Try to understand this one. So what is the point to know? The chemical safety testing we are calling by two names, toxicity and one more is safety testing. Now information concerned, transgenic animals made that carry genes which make them more sensitive. Try to see this one. This point particularly NEET examination point of view, so many times they are asking. So what is the information they are asking? No, transgenic animals are made. So what they made that carry of genes or carry genes which make them more sensitive. Means suppose if one foreign gene is present in one particular animal, so that particular animal becoming so sensitive because of the presence of foreign genes. Point you understood? So here these animals means here these transgenic animals becoming so sensitive to the toxic substances than non-transgenic animals. Sir, suppose if the transgenic animals more sensitive than the non-transgenic animals at the time, no problem only, no sir, with the transgenic animals means, so what is the benefit now we are going to test now? Suppose once you see that the toxicity testing in such animals will allow us to obtain results in less time. One more time you see there. Suppose the toxicity testing in such animals will allow us to obtain results in a less time. So means what is the point? So when we are going to use transgenic animals very sensitive, now only we see. So because of the more sensitivity nature in a transgenic animals, suppose what is the drug we are going to use or what is the chemical we are going to use, so that particular drug, no, if any kind of chemicals are going to be increased or decreased, so very easily we can find out. So very easily we can find out that result also within a less period of time we can obtain because of the less sensitivity. So this point also try to understand. So means up to here what are the points I have discussed now. In transgenic animals, a few important uses of transgenic animals I have discussed. Now first one is normal physiology and development, second one is study of diseases, and third one is biological products, fourth one is vaccine safety, and fifth one is chemical safety and testing, or simply chemical safety testing. Next one, ethical issues. Up to the fifth side heading, information of transgenic animals. Now that particular concept is completed. Next one, a new other concept, ethical issues. So there, the manipulation of living organisms by the human race cannot go on any further without regulation. One more time, the manipulation of living organisms by human race cannot go on any further without regulation. Okay, means here that when we are going to use the living organisms, so definitely here we need to maintain some kind of rules and regulations. So here some ethical standards are required to equivalent the morality of all human activities that might help or human living organisms or harm. Okay, one more time let me read. Some ethical standards are required to equivalent the morality of all human activities that might help or harm living organisms. Means when we are going to maintain ethical standards, so definitely which are required for what? For the getting of equality in morality, okay, of all human activities, and that may help, okay, that may help or that may harm on the living organism. Next one, going beyond the morality of such issues, the biological significance of the such things are also important. So here when we are going to maintain morality on that such kind of issues, no, here we need to mind or we need to keep in our mind biological significance of such things also important. Biological significance also we have to maintain. Next one, genetic modifications of the organisms can have unpredictable results when such organisms are introduced into the ecosystem. So in this particular case, no, if you are going to develop, if you are going to modify any kind of genetically modified organisms, so what are the consequences we will face in the future? So by introducing them into the ecosystem, so sometimes unpredictable. So we could not guess exactly what is going to be happened in the future because of the introducing of genetically modified organisms into the ecosystem. So therefore, once you see there, therefore the Indian government, just I have written as GOVT, GOVT. Indian government has a step up, organizations such as, so means it has been established, which one? Indian government has been established one organization such as GEAC. Sir, GEAC means what, sir? Means abbreviation. I might try to by heart this one. So abbreviation of GEAC is Genetic Engineering Approval Committee. One more time, Genetic Engineering Approval Committee. So then, sir, what is the importance of this one means? So that one I'll read and I'll tell you, try to listen this one, which will make decisions regarding the validity of genetically modified research and the safety of introducing of genetically modified organisms for public services. Means here it will keep everything, means here genetically modified organisms related everything, means research and information regarding the genetically modified organisms, each and every information it keeps under its control. Okay, GEAC is governing body, so which will make decisions. So here, suppose if we are going to release, if we are going to introduce any kind of genetically modified organisms into the ecosystem, this particular GEAC means Genetically Engineered Approval Committee, first of all it will approval. So once if any kind of genetically modified organism get approval by the GEAC, then only that particular organism is introduced into the ecosystem. Likewise, this particular GEAC is acting as governance or one organization which will work under Indian government. Okay, so this is somewhat information I have given related to the ethical issues. So still, so somewhat information is there on the ethical issues. So in the next video I will cover that particular information. So in this video now we have learned elaborate information of transgenic animals and introduction of ethical issues. Thank you.